So this morning I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to complete the Palmetto Event Solutions project. I'm going to do project 1 in lesson 31. A lot of this stuff is new, and it's okay to have questions and not know how to do it at first, but this will lay the foundation for you to be able to complete the rest of the work in here. Plus, if you're in our program and you wind up taking OAD 103, then this will be a continuation, and 103 will start out with projects such as this. It's not anything that's hard, it's just different, and so you have to kind of get that thought process in your head. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how to complete the project. It'll take a little bit longer, but I think that this will be a thorough introduction into it. So I'm going to click on lesson 31, project 1, and the screen will be a little bit different than yours. Okay, since I'm the teacher, this is what I see, which technically is not what I need to be looking at, because it tells me the solution file and you won't see that. So I just want you to know that I'm going to go back out of it and go in a different way, but this is how you would go into the Palmetto project, and I'm going to get to the screen that you'll see in a second. But when you click on the project, it won't go to this, it'll go to something different. But I wanted you to see that mine is different, and that's why I have to go in a different way, because I'm the teacher. So you won't go in this way, you'll go in the way that I just showed you, but I have to go in through the back door since I am the teacher. So just ignore this part, because you won't do this. I have to change my settings to the student view, that way I can pretend to be a student and do this for you. Like I said, this is something that is just new. It's not difficult, but I really do like how Sam uses the word processing software, which is Microsoft Word in this case. Last night I did this on a MacBook, so it works on a MacBook as well. So I'm going to go to just one of the sections. You may be in the second section, it doesn't matter. But under lesson 31, and you won't see this either. You just go right to the project, and that's why I cut down on confusion by putting the links to the projects in Canvas, so you wouldn't have to do this. So I'm in student view. Now it says maximum number of submissions allowed 3. It says number of submissions you ever make. So I did this last night, and so I'm going to do it again just to show you. Now, someone did have a question the other day about, oh, then we have only 3 attempts allowed. If I need to, I can go in and open up more attempts, because you may have used an attempt not knowing how to do it, and that's okay. I don't have a problem with it. And if you're viewing this past the deadline for the project, that's okay. Just turn it in. I'm not going to count late on it. So don't stress out about that. Alright, this is what you should see. Alright, it's got 3 steps. Step 1, it says the instructions. Download the instructions to start files for this project. After you complete it, select it and upload your project, and then click submit to turn it in. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click download the instructions. And they'll download in this bottom left hand corner here of my screen. Alright, that's the instructions. That's what I'll read and type from. The starting file is the file that you will type on. It already has your name. It has my name right here. Okay, so you have to click this. And then finally, the third step is to submit it, and we're not ready to submit. Okay, so I'm going to open up instructions first. Alright, I'm going to have to click enable editing. That's what we always have to do. And then I'm going to change the size of this, and I'm going to show you why in just a second. And this is the way that I like to type. It's like a side-by-side method. So then I'm going to open up my data file. This is what you'll actually type on. So this is the blank document right here. See, it's titled Robbie Presley 1. Alright, so I always like to put my instructions or what I'm looking at to type on this side, and I'm going to put what I want to type on that side. Alright, so at the end of each module, you'll work as an assistant preparing documents for various executives at Palmetto, a national company that specializes in corporate events. So you can read all that. I'm not going to read all of it. You can do one time. Getting started. Open the file with your first name _1. And as you see, I did open it up. Okay? Save the file as, and you're just adding the 2 by changing the 1 to a 2. If you don't see the dot, just don't worry about it. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and save. So that way I have it already ready to turn in, because it will not accept it if you don't change it to that 2. It's looking for the 2, your name and the 2. So I'm going to go File, Save As, and depending on where you are, what you use, just know where. Some people use a jump drive, some people use My Documents, some people may even use OneDrive or the cloud. I don't know. I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it on the desktop. Alright, so I'm going to change it to 2. And now that's what they're looking for. Alright. That's step 1. Alright, here we go. It says tap enter 3 times and key the document below. So what you're actually typing is the stuff that's right here. Okay? They keep you from copying and pasting, so you have to type it. So I click in here, and I'm going to hit enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm going to type the actual document. Now, this may be a little exhausting to sit here and watch me type it, but you can fast forward if you want to. I'm going to be posting this in YouTube so that you don't have to go to Canvas just to see it typed. Now notice that I did not hit enter after hour. OUR. I keep typing. That's called using word route. Some of you may have already turned this in and may have gotten a lot of errors because you may have hit enter at the end of the line to make it look exactly like this. And that's not what you're doing. You're using word route. Alright, so now I need to put bullets on. So I'm going to go up here to the bullets. I'm going to click the bullets. And I'm going to keep typing. And just like I'm letting it word route. I'm not hitting enter. Only time you hit enter is at the end of the paragraph, or in this case, the bullets that we do it. Alright, when you hit enter, it adds another bullet. And a good thing to do is proofread before you turn these things in. So I'll make mistakes as I type because I'm not perfect, and I don't think anyone is. If you can type without any errors, that's awesome. But I've been doing this a long time, and I still make mistakes. And that's one reason you do have multiple attempts. Alright, so I'm done with this part. Alright, now there's some other things that I will have to do here, starting with step 2. If you're on a Mac, last night when I started to change the font, it had to download some fonts. Now, I don't know if it's going to do that here for this or not, but because I'm using a PC this morning, but you know, you can use a MacBook for this, and it was just automatically downloading some fonts. And I don't know if that was just my computer or it's everybody's, but you know, there's nothing to be, you know, there's nothing wrong with if it does that. Now, some of you may say, well, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to center with it. Well, the drills prior to, I think in 30, I think it may have been 29, they teach you how to do these things. Okay, some of you already know, and that's fine, but the drills are expected to help you do this. Okay, and you have to pay close attention to that while you're doing it. So step 2 says center the headings and apply Calibri-like 14-point heading bold font to both lines. So these are my headings right here. This is like a title and a subtitle, or headings. So I want to change it to Calibri-like, which is right here, and that is a heading font, as it says right here, heading. So Calibri-like, and I'm going to choose center. That's the center button right here under the paragraph group on the Home tab, and I'm going to do bold. Okay, so Calibri-like. And I got to change it to size 14. And so, you know, you may miss that step, but that's okay. That's why you got multiple attempts. All right, it says change the bullets to numbering using number alignment, left style, and periods. So all of these we use with bullets. So what you have to do is take your mouse and highlight everything you typed that was bullets, and go up here to numbers and hit the down arrow. And we want the number alignment with the left style and periods, and that's this right here. Okay, number alignment left with the periods. Alright, so I've done that. So after the last item, tap enter twice and then key the text below. So this was the last item entered. If I hit enter once, it's going to try to do a number. Well, it said that's why I said hit enter twice. So I hit enter again and it goes away, text off. And then key the text below. Apply the align right format. So that's right align. Right align is right next to the center button. So I'm going to put it on the right align and I'm going to type procedures. Oh, see, I've already misspelled that. Procedures revised 4/12/2018. Alright, now I didn't hit enter after that. Okay, because probably if I did, it may give me an error. I just left it like that because it didn't say hit enter afterwards. Use proofing tools, proofread, and correct all errors. So I'm looking, you know, for red or blue or something that I didn't type correctly. And I think everything's good. Your document should look like the final figure on the following page. Save your changes. We're not saving it as something different. We're keeping it saved as 2. And close the document. And then exit Word. Follow the directions on the SAM website to submit your completed project. So I'm going to scroll down and see that mine looks like this. And it does. It looks just like it. So I'm going to click File, Save As, just to make sure. I've saved this on my desktop. Alright, and it should be Robbie Presley _2 or your name _2. I'm going to hit save. It should come up with replacing it. It didn't, so I'm going to make sure that I have it saved in the right place of all things. So, no, I'm just going to double check. Okay, it saved it. Alright, so it said once you've saved it, exit Word. So I'm going to close out of this. I'm going to close out of this because it's saved on my desktop. Now, step 3. Select and upload your completed project file. Confirm that the file name matches the file name shown below. It won't accept it if not. Okay? So I'm going to choose Files. I save this on my desktop. And I've got to find it now. I've got a lot of stuff on my desktop. And this is it. So I'm going to double click. This is getting it ready to upload. And then I'm going to hit Submit. Now, it checked for a virus scan, the file format, and the file size. They all checked out. Now, if you hit View Report, it will show you, and it's another Word document, it'll show you what you got. So I open it up and hit Enable Editing, and it looks like I've made a mistake. Alright, it says the first list item should be entered exactly as shown in the instructions file. Check for typos, capitalization, and punctuation. So obviously, when I was typing the list, I had a mistake. I didn't do that on purpose, but I'm glad it showed up because that way, if I want to go back and change it, I still have another attempt, to do that. So at this point, I have a 92 out of a 100. If I go back and make the changes in the list, then I should be able to, get a 100. But I did the other parts correctly. All right. So I can go back now to find the instructions, which were in the downloads folder. Okay. So, and I'm going to find not this, not in downloads. Remember, I saved my file correctly in the desktop, which you see is very cluttered, but it's here somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and open this thing back up. Alright, I'm going to put the instructions over here. So obviously I didn't type something correctly. And I need to find out what that was. Alright, use the letter and memo form for valid digital file. Okay, here we go. Ensure that all documents, I had it singular and they need to be plural or error free. Use proofing tools and then edit, proofread, and correct errors. And all numerical data against the source copy using the alphabet system information needed to work with clients or okay, that will be done. Alright, so here we go. This is where I messed up too. I typed too much, it looks like. So and I'm so glad I made a mistake. That way you can see how to fix it. Any information that will become a part of our records should be prepared in a table or report format and distribution. Okay, so what I did was I found that I made a mistake because the report told me to. So I went back and I opened up on the desktop, because that's where I saved it. I opened up what I turned in. Okay, I went and found the instructions, which was in the downloads folder, which most of the time that's where it'll be. And I opened it back up to see about making changes. I found a couple errors. I think I found them all. Maybe not. I don't know. So I'm going to hit File, Save As. I'm going to go to my desktop because this is where I was saving it. And just want to double check to make sure this is what I want to save it as. So, okay. So now, let's try this again. Close them out. Close them out. And I'm going to go here. Say I have one submission remaining because I've already done two. So I don't have to do this stuff again because I've already done it. So I should be able to just hit Choose Files now and submit the one that I made the corrections on. I'm going to submit. Alright, no viruses. So let's view report. Fingers crossed that I didn't make another mistake. And obviously I found something again, or something that I didn't do correctly. So I've used up all my attempts. Now I'm going to give you a few more in order to correct that. But you see that first list items should be entered exactly as shown in instructions. Alright, so I can go back and look at that one. You may be okay with a 92. An A is an A. Plus, I'm dropping your 10 lowest scores, I think it is. So this is good because this is something that you'll definitely encounter. How to go back and correct your mistakes. So, I'm not going to go back and look again because I don't have any more attempts. Now, you would go back and do it until you were satisfied with your grade. But I've shown you how to type the things that you need to type. I've showed you how to correct it. and showed you how to submit it. So this should help you along the way. If you have any questions, you can always email me. But refer to this video and watch it, numerous times. Hopefully you type it all the first time with no problems. But the chances of you doing that are, it's hard to do that. Now, last night I made it 100 out of 100 as soon as I did it. So it would take the highest score because I submitted it. I was just wanting to show you guys today how to actually submit it. So I will give you some more attempts on there, so in case you did something and it messed up. So don't worry about that. So if you have any questions, just email me. If not, good luck with the rest of the semester. And if you need me, like I said, just contact me. I'll get right back in touch with you.